Everyone, welcome to this month's Q&A. I got it right this time. I think I said like stream team or
nice.
community showcase. What I said last time.
I had no idea what this was, so I'm glad.
All right, Don. Welcome to Q&A, Don.
Thank you.
This is a segment where our $10 and up patrons submit questions for us to answer. We got some write-in questions, and then later we're gonna pull in some of those patrons into our Discord voice chat for our live segment.
This
called
sounds
Hot
very exciting.
Mics.
This sounds very exciting.
It's exciting.
Lots of excitement here. Still haven't seen Barbie or Oppenheimer. But
Me neither.
Neither. My boycott is holding strong.
Wait, boycott?
I'm boycotting both.
Wait, why?
I didn't like the Barbenheimer thing, just the meme or whatever. I didn't like that.
Oh,
So I
okay.
said, you know what? I'm boycotting both.
I thought you were like standing strong
Yeah.
for someone.
Yeah.
No, I just don't
That's
like
why.
the meme.
Yeah, I
All
didn't
right.
like
You just
that
don't like the
Refuse
meme.
the
that's
meme.
just. I had to say, this has to
question
stop.
it.
It
Don't
has to
question
stop
it.
somewhere.
It's just done.
Yeah, it has to stop somewhere.
It's a
It
main
has
principle.
to stop somewhere. What is it?
It ends now.
Combining movie titles
This
into two
far,
movie titles into
No
one.
further.
Yeah. Barbenheimer
All right.
is where it ends.
We got
Barbenheimer
some-
is
I'm
where it
told
ends.
I'm not on mic.
This first question.
Let's
might
roll
be-
right through these.
Might be slow down, Don.
Yeah.
This might be a simple one, or this might ignite a similar effect. Might have another standoff here. Our first question comes from TJ Price. 3 words and a question mark. Waffles or pancakes?
Both.
Waffles.
No, you can't say both.
Fuck.
Can't
Well,
pull a Huber.
what about the mood I'm in? To me, it's a mood thing. I don't like one more of the other, for real.
Huber just... Huber is...
For me, I could literally just flip a coin and pick one up.
Okay.
Like, all right.
Okay.
I love them both.
I like that answer better.
Okay.
Like saying you can't choose because you love them so much, but like,
Yeah.
there's like whatever the mood.
It's just
I can buy that.
Yeah, it depends how I'm feeling, man. Like, no doubt when I have pancakes, I'll feel more sluggish after. Because, you know, they're just, those boys fill you up.
No doubt.
And waffles are just like, waffles are super
Now,
chill.
Plain pancakes or you like flavored pancakes?
I like them all.
I'm very
Plain
against
cakes.
I'm very against waffles. I
Oh,
think
there we go.
pancakes 100%.
against
I don't know who the heck.
Okay.
I love the concept of a waffle.
Okay.
It looks yummy. It's got the little cavities to trap the
That's what I
syrup
like.
and everything. You love it.
Using the word cavity.
50-50 chance this thing's going to cut into your gum when you eat it, though. Am I
waffle?
right?
A
waffle?
Yeah, half the
Wait, what
time
do you
this
mean
thing is
cut into
cutting
your
your gum.
gum?
What?
You're burning your waffles down.
What are you? They're
edges
supposed to be
the edges
kinda
are so
moist
sharp
and
on these
Are you
things.
eating
Little
that shit
crisp.
frozen?
Like,
Like,
I'll order
like a
it in a
little bit of a
restaurant
crisp,
and they'll
but-
bite into it and it slices right into my gum.
Why are the waffles
You need to talk
eating
to
sharp?
management.
that's
You
extreme.
need to talk to
Pancake
management.
will never do that. Or scratching up the roof of your mouth trying to eat a big mouthful
No.
of waffles.
What about an
Things
Eggo waffle?
An Eggo, same thing can happen. You toast it a little too much, these things become dangerous. Your
A little
palate.
too much, like,
Get good then.
on fire for you? Like,
And another thing, a pancake, you can wrap a hot dog in a pancake.
What?
Pancake cancorn dog.
I've heard of that.
I mean, you
say it.
can, but
good.
why
Oh,
would you?
Pancake?
So yummy. I survived on
All
this.
right.
I wouldn't
well,
do it,
Yeah. so- pancakes.
Do we have any waffle supporters here? All right, Gabby.
The other side.
I'm
of the
also
coin.
a
Yeah,
waffle.
let's-
but
Wobble.
waffle supporter.
I'm a waffle supporter as
Wait,
well.
also I have to ask,
yeah.
do you prefer maple syrup or sugar syrup?
100% pure maple
Sugar
syrup.
Same.
I like
same.
sugar syrup.
Breakfast syrup is gross.
I agree.
Yeah.
Don's
I don't
crazy.
like- yeah, maple syrup.
I
is
kind of like, I haven't had syrup in a long time, but I like cinnamon flavored stuff and
Oh,
things.
shit. Okay.
Okay.
So if I can get like cinnamon on it.
Would you
that'd be
rather
good.
sprinkle cinnamon on it, then put syrup on it, or do you want it combined?
Probably already have the cinnamon on it.
Okay, yeah.
Or mixed into the batter.
Yes,
Yeah, you can do
that too.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
for sure. But what draws you to waffles, Gabby?
They're fun,
okay.
All right.
Define fun.
Circle or
Like
square.
their
Very
appearance.
fun.
but they have like, as you said, cavities.
Yeah.
For the syrup.
Crevices, yeah. Like, I mean,
Canyons.
yeah.
Crevasse.
You can play games.
Valleys.
Like, when you were a kid, you play
Tic-tac-toe.
games with them, right? You could fill up
Yeah.
certain
Tic-tac-toe.
ones. Yeah. Do you like put cream, like whipped cream, on your pancakes and waffles?
No, that's
I've
too
seen
much.
some people
That's
do
too
that.
much for me.
There's a
I think you inadvertently hit on the truth of it, Damiani. Pancakes are for adults and waffles are for children.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I agree.
So why is there
Very
chicken and
mature.
waffles but not chicken and pancakes?
Uh-oh.
A salient counterpoint.
A volley.
I stand
A volley.
corrected.
Damiani's volleying it right back.
Actually, chicken and waffles is fantastic.
Yeah, it
so-
really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Wrap the
Never mind.
pancake around
I
your
rescind my
Same problem with fried chicken, though. That's
Your
the funny
gums?
thing. Exactly. You get the wrong. You get one of these pieces of fried chicken, and the batter is scraping up the side of your
Wow.
cheeks.
What is with?
Why is there so much food in your mouth that it's
I don't
scraping
understand.
your
It's
It's
cheeks?
yummy. You get a big mouthful.
I understand heat burning and stuff, like
No.
burning your roof if you're like
That's not what
eating
he's
something
saying.
too
Texture,
like,
yeah,
but like cutting
The
your
fried batter can get very sharp.
yikes.
You never had that experience.
Like chips.
I thought everyone was gonna.
chips. If you don't eat a chip right, like
Get
you
a
put a chip
corner
in
of a
your, like you're
chicken.
just
Yeah.
eating
You're
too
dumb.
fast and like you bite on it wrong.
Yeah.
But like that's a corn tortilla chip, not a pancake or a waffle. I don't know about
I
that.
don't know where the sharpness
All right.
is coming from.
All right.
Experience.
Overdone. You're
Tell us next time about the
overcooking.
sharpness of foods. Let us know where they come from. All right. Next question comes from Screaming Argonaut. Good afternoon, allies. I hope you're all doing well. I'm here again to get your personal origin stories with some iconic video game franchises. This month, I'm asking for your earliest memories and or impressions of Sonic the Hedgehog, including what you thought of the series before and after you played your first game in it.
Sick.
Any?
Oh, Sonic?
Sonic.
Sonic's weird because we got a Genesis when I was pretty young. I don't remember. My dad said me and my brother wanted it. I do not remember asking for it because I was so young. To me, we just had it. It was just there, and I don't recall us getting the gift or anything. The only Sonic game I remember getting is Sonic 3. I distinctly remember getting that one, but I remember we had it, and I was like, man, this is so cool because I was playing on NES at the time. And the graphical leap, obviously, for that was pretty big. Because I had Genesis, then I got Super Nintendo after. So I just remember Sonic was like, whoa, this looks awesome.
I remember my camera fell over.
Okay, I was wondering what
But
that. I saw it out the corner
I'm
of my
trying
eye.
to
It's
fix
like,
my camera, but the Sonic 2 and the Genesis, but I could never get past the second level, the little mouth at the end of the little hill. So I just replayed the first two levels over and over and over again.
We had an after-school program at my elementary school where we had emulators on the
Oh, really? That's
computers. So I played like Nintendo games and Atari and
Sick.
everything. So that's where I first saw Sonic.
Did you have Bleamcast?
Bleamcast?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I just remember clicking on Kirby
using
and it
that.
started, and
Yeah,
Sonic.
a lot of emulators in school. I think the first time I played Sonic was actually Game Gear Sonic.
Oh, really?
And I thought
Cool.
those were like, man, my brother had one and I thought they were sick.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I think I tried playing on a console Sonic later, 1 or 2, and I was like, I like the Game Gear one more or something. So I don't know, maybe like that small screen made it look better because
Yeah.
it's such a small resolution.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played I think 1 and 2 on Game Gear.
Sick, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
What about you, Dog?
Yeah, those are sick. I remember Sonic being sick as hell. It was one of my earliest game memories, actually, because I was a little tiny kid, and my cousins had just brought over, I think, their Super Nintendo or something. And, you know, I was infatuated with it, so I was going to get my first video game system, and I was, like, sure it was going to be Sega, because I saw Sonic. It was just unreal.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I don't remember what it was. I think my dad showed me Zelda, actually. He showed me a picture, because he said, I went to the toy store, son, to get this Genesis, and you know about the Super Nintendo, and I had known about it because my friend, but I was like, at the time I remember thinking too many colors, because my dad said something like 256 colors can be displayed at the same time on
That's
screen.
too
I said,
many.
you know,
John
not
says
necessary.
too many
Back then I'm
colors.
thinking
Like a
too
dog.
unnecessary. Right, yeah, I'm like, it's too complicated. Your eyes really
Really,
need to
Don?
do it.
Now
All right,
Well, I was
Don.
just a kid, so I didn't know,
Sure, understood.
Anyway, Sonic to me was more impressive because of the speed, all of this
Yeah.
stuff. Anyway, I ended up getting a Super Nintendo, though, and then I was a Nintendo.
Yeah,
Never had a
Nintendo
Sega
kid.
console, so I played
Okay.
it at my friend's house, Sonic 2.
Wait, you never had a Sega console ever? Later in life you
later,
got into it?
until,
Cool.
later, yeah. But growing up, I didn't have any.
Dude, your dad telling you all the colors is so funny. That is like, oh yeah, that's totally
I
like
can only
Dawn. That
name
makes
6.
sense.
Yeah.
That's where you get it from.
Probably a lot of it, yeah.
156 colors, like telling your kids about 3D Blu-rays or something.
Yeah, like 5.
There you go.
Awesome.
Our next question comes from Brandon K. Gann. Hello, everyone. What makes an Easter egg memorable? Is it the difficulty in discovering it or provide a tangible gameplay reward? How about referencing another game or breaking the fourth wall? Personally, the franchises I feel these criteria best the franchises I feel answer these criteria best are Doom, the recent God of Wars, Halo, Wolfenstein, Gears of War, and Batman Arkham, just to name a few. My 2 favorite Easter eggs are the poems in God of War Ragnarok referencing Sony franchises and the undead librarian you can fight in Gears of War Judgment. Thanks for taking my question and have a wonderful day. What's the undead librarian referencing?
I don't remember. I haven't played Gears of War Judgment like 10 plus years.
Maybe for like memorable Easter eggs. I mean, part of it was like everyone saying it was possible and like, not like believing it was or being like too good to be true. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I think the earlier ones stuck out more because they got like more coverage. And
there was no like
nowadays
internet. So
nowadays like everything I feel like has an Easter egg. It's
everything
just,
is solved,
it's like what you're invested in. I think will stick out more to you nowadays. Whereas in 20, 30 years ago, there were just like fewer of them.
Yes.
Yeah.
My favorite Easter egg of all time, I think, still the Trials Easter egg. You got to look this thing up because it's way too complicated for me to get into here. But essentially, what was so amazing about it is a whole series of complex secrets were hidden within the Trials games and franchise, and they led to real-world puzzle Easter eggs where things were hidden geographically around the
like
world.
geocaching?
And it became an international
Yeah,
thing where
ARG,
people were trying to solve this stuff.
Dude, that seems like something
The
Peter
pay-
Molyneux dreams of.
And it literally, this is like a Peter Molyneux dream paid off. Though,
Yeah,
because
done well.
then it all leads up to this real world solution that isn't discoverable until like decades and decades into the future. So you got to look into it so you can see the whole scope of it. But the Trials
That is
Easter egg
wild.
was so impressive just because of the way it broke out of the game
Yeah.
world into reality. The way it was so complicated too. You said, how on earth did they plan this whole
Yeah.
thing and deliver Trials?
Yeah.
It's
Nice.
amazing.
I think Easter eggs it's something that I'm actually into, like what it's tied to. Like I think of Frostmourne and X-Men Origins Wolverine, like that PS2 game. It's like the beat 'em up where you're Wolverine. There's Frostmourne like hidden away the World of Warcraft sword.
Okay, that's
'Cause it's
pretty sick.
Activision.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's cool. And like obviously the old Nintendo ones like Samus in the bed and Mario RPG and
Yeah.
Donkey Kong Country 2, where they have like Link
Heck
and
yeah.
Samus, stuff like that.
that's so
Always
sick.
really thought those were sick.
I like-
Sonic shoes by the trash can.
Yeah.
Oh, so
I
sick.
like any Easter egg that like connects two universes.
Oh.
The Moonlight Greatsword.
Yeah.
What was your example, Gabby?
In Last of Us, how there's like an Uncharted costume.
Yes,
Like
yes,
in
yes.
Uncharted, there's
Yeah.
like a magazine that says
There.
like,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
an outbreak
The
in the
thing they
United
forgot
States.
to take out of the game.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Alien versus Predator, like launching a whole franchise
Yeah.
because some guy put a skull in a ship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is funny.
Oh yeah. Good.
What's the quick? You don't have to go down a big rabbit hole, but like the 7 and 10 connection. 7.
Oh, Shinra.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that 10. One of
Character,
the engineers is like last name is Shinra,
Shinra, yeah.
and then his photo shows up in remake.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Yeah.
Crazier things, huh? Our next question comes from dtenchi. Or sorry, Brendan K. Gann. No, wait, dtenchi. I got it. It's dtenchi. How many non-gamers amongst your friends and family do you think you've converted to being a gamer, whether intentionally or not?
Maybe like my niece. I think maybe I showed her games when she was very young, and she kind of gravitated towards them. My brother used to play games, then he stopped, but he played a lot of World of Warcraft for a while. But then he doesn't play anymore, so not a lot, I guess, outside of that. My parents don't give a fuck about video games or playing them.
Anyone else?
I think probably my younger sister and my sons for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think all of them
Kirby,
got
right?
converted. Yeah.
Kirby.
Kirby, big time.
Yeah,
Love
hell yeah.
Kirby.
Kirby
I don't
is a big
really
one.
have people who I've like converted into being gamers, but I feel like more than that, I have friends who are like, I'm not a gamer, but they do play a lot of games.
Yeah.
Like a friend of mine is like, oh yeah, I'm not a gamer. I barely play anything, and she's like 100% did Frostpunk, which is like insanely difficult. Yeah,
Dude, no one has done that.
exactly. It's crazy.
She's the only gamer.
Right, exactly. So like, you're a hardcore gamer.
Your dad's a gamer, right?
Not really.
Plays Gran Turismo, doesn't he?
Years ago
Oh, okay.
on the PS2.
Oh, shit.
Her dad is the guy they made that movie about.
Yeah,
He's a
that's my
race car
dad.
driver now.
Orlando.
Makes sense.
Yeah, my dad is actually David Harbour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I didn't know Orlando Bloom was in that movie until I drove by Poster day.
Billboard.
He's looking old.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked great.
Let's get older, yeah.
20 years since like Lord of the Rings, you know, it's
Over
been a
20
while.
years, yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember him
He's
as such a young
embracing it.
man.
Yeah.
Like a fine wine.
All you can do.
Yeah. I don't think I've actually ever like converted anybody, but I think more along the lines it's just like talking up games to
Wait,
people
what about
who don't.
your
Your nephew?
nephew or niece?
They already were into
Oh, okay.
games
Oh.
before. I mean, as far as I understood, one day like they just showed up and like the first time I knew they were playing games, they were talking about Mario 64, and it was because it was on. They're playing like the DS version, or no, they're playing Mario. And they go, did you know Mario first came out in this year, and it was like the DS version of Mario 64? And I'm like, no. I was like, not only was that not the first Mario, but that's not the first Mario 64.
Nice.
They're like, yeah, it is. And I'm like, oh, okay, never mind.
He was like, I won't correct these children.
All right.
See my credentials? Yeah.
But yeah, Super
You're
Mario-
out of your depth.
He's like my older friend like played Super Mario 64 and Nintendo DS. That's like the oldest one, and I'm like, oh boy,
Oh,
yikes,
boy. Little Timmy.
yikes.
It's funny though, actually one of my older sons, he's only 6, but he'll be like, okay, Pop, so this is what we're doing today. So first we're going to play Kirby, just Allies. Then we're going to and he'll give me a schedule rundown of the day, and it's like 7 video games. All that's like the entire schedule of the day. But it's funny because it reminds me that's exactly how I was when I remember like walking to school when I was a little kid in elementary, and that's what I'd be like planning out my afternoon of being like,
Absolutely,
okay,
dude.
right when I get home, I'm going to play like 30 minutes of like whatever, and then like, it's like so funny.
Absolutely was like that.
Holy shit, Orlando Bloom is married to Katy Perry?
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that. Someone in chat just said that. Just
There's
point blank.
Fun
a
fact.
hilarious paparazzi shot of them paddleboarding naked. Completely
As you do.
naked. It's very
Huh.
funny.
Living
As
it
you
up.
do.
Googling that.
Wait a second. I was going to say, why'd you turn off
I'm
the
not
TV?
sure Katie's
Just shrink
naked.
the
I think
window.
maybe just Orlando is, but I
Still
don't
just
remember.
Our next question comes from Alexander Ziranov. Hello, allies. Super Mario, The Legend of Zelda, Final Fantasy, Resident Evil. I've learned that those franchises exist from you. Hey, so we taught
Alexander
Alexander about
Yeah.
those
We
ones.
taught him
yeah.
some
Turned Alexander into a gamer.
Yeah.
Yet years before I've stumbled on GameTrailers.com, I was not aware but obsessed with the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. I think today is no different. Are you looking at the photo?
It's just him.
Okay,
And
okay.
it's so funny. He's just naked
Well,
in the house.
She has a full
And she's fully
bikini
clothed,
on.
yeah.
He's just
She's just
fully
like, whatever.
nude.
And he has a mustache for some
So
reason.
funny.
Anyway, sorry. Okay, continue.
Yet years before I stumbled onto Game Trailers, I was not just aware but obsessed with the Elder Scrolls and Fallout. I think today is no different. There are millions of players who only care about Bethesda's next RPG, and regardless of reviews, they will make Starfield the second biggest game of the year, right after Call of Duty. I will not be surprised if Starfield will also receive the biggest amount of Game of the Year awards. What's your opinion?
I think you're probably right.
Yeah, I think the game's going to be humongous. Probably bigger than ever just because so many people are going to access it through Game Pass and stuff, too.
Yeah.
They don't actually have to buy it. I think it's going to be a humongous game, and he's absolutely right with people who are just like fans of Bethesda games like this, because I had a friend that was exactly like that, who barely played video games, but he loved Fallout, and he would play a lot of Fallout. So I can definitely see that. Winning all the GOTYs, though, I don't know about.
If it comes out and it's not broken,
Yeah,
And
I
it's
just think
playable.
from an RPG front, they're going to have a lot of competition.
yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3. So they're going to have to really bring their A game, but no doubt it's going to be a zeitgeist for sure, and it'll be exciting.
Yeah.
Definitely play
Yeah.
through it. Because, probably everyone here is going to play it. I'm
Yeah.
aware of, yeah.
I'm for sure
I
not
hope
going to
so.
play it immediately.
Not
but
immediately.
Yeah.
You'll probably dabble a little bit.
I may. But I'm on the outside for sure.
Yeah, on the outside.
I think most people are very excited.
We
about
will
this
find
game.
Who's
you
gonna review it?
We'll find a planet of water for you, Dawn.
Oh.
And you could build a wave runner, and we'll make a
Okay.
wave race
Invite me to
planet.
the planet. I'll live there.
Yeah,
That will be my home.
yeah, it'll be one of the 100 planets to have life.
It does now.
900 that
Yeah.
don't.
I will be the life alone.
Who's gonna review Starfield?
I think, Damiani, you wanted to do it.
Oh yeah.
Throwing it in front of
There's nothing secret about that.
Oh yeah.
No, I thought you were joking. No, I get it.
No, I think Damiani actually
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
interested in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to space.
Yeah. So I was like, fuck
You
yeah,
love
dude.
space.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've never reviewed a game like this before, so it could be interesting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you think about any of their games, so I'm curious.
No, I don't. I think I've only played Skyrim.
Yeah. So,
I think that's
yeah, it'd be
the
cool.
only game there's- Wait, name other
Fallout
games.
4.
Haven't played any Fallout.
Morrowind.
Fallout 3. Oh,
I've not played any other Elder Scrolls games.
Oh.
What other games? Yeah, they've okay. Name other Bethesda games. I've totally
well,
played.
it's like this team.
Well, maybe not this team. Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot.
I mean, I
of
played
Bethesda
Evil Twin.
Yeah, I mean that's
though.
Tango. I mean they're owned by them. You, did you play Doom?
Yeah, I played Doom.
Okay,
first one.
that's it.
The first of the new ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the other?
What?
Are we forgetting one?
Did you play Dishonored?
Arcane.
Oh, I couldn't get into Dishonored.
Okay.
I tried to
Got
play
it.
it,
Got
but
it.
I
Got it.
bailed
Got
on
it.
it.
For sure.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, but yeah, it'll be an exciting time. I'm very excited for it.
Our next question comes from Tommy Lee. There's been a rise of spiritual successors such as Bloodstained, Eiyuden Chronicles. That's how you pronounce it, right? Eiyuden Chronicles.
Pretty sure.
Armed Fantasia. I don't know which one
That's
that
the
one.
Wild Arms one.
Oh, okay. And Penny Blood.
That's Shadow Hearts, I think.
Are there any dead or dormant franchises or signature games you want to see spiritual successors to? Yes. Skies of Arcadia?
Oh, you want a spiritual successor to that? Yeah.
Can
That'd be great.
We can get more Skies of Arcadia like games?
Balan Wonderworld successor.
Stop. not until he gets out of prison.
I hope he does a Kickstarter from prison for that.
From prison.
And one of them is like one of the stretch goals is like
He uses
a
a
better
prison
attorney.
at $50,000. I am released from prison early. We know he's not actually in prison. Stop.
Yeah.
There's a I saw a thing for like a FFT successor that looks kind of cute recently.
What was it?
I can't. It starts with an A. I can't remember.
Oh, okay.
Also, I saw an article that irritated me. It was like Game Rant or something that was like, top 10 games that didn't get a sequel was the headline, and then the number one was Suikoden. And I'm like, there were like 7 or 8 of these.
Yeah, there's a lot of those games.
And then like, if you read the like fine print under the title, it was like a modern sequel or remake. And I'm like, this is a pointless article.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sad.
You just made this to
That's
make me
whack.
upset.
That is whack.
Any others?
I just had something in my head, but I
Yeah,
lost
Game
it.
Rant shows up all the time. It's annoying.
Dawn. You want more Rave Race or
Yeah, Wave Race. I mean, franchise. Think of bigger
F-Zero.
franchises. Of course, the classics. I mean, I was a huge Mega Man fan of the mainline series. You know, so whatever. I mean, why has there been?
We got
I
one and
wasn't-
it sucked.
I wasn't a huge fan, honestly, of whatever.
11?
Yeah, or the one before 10, I guess. It
Oh,
was
9,
okay.
you did like 9 or 10?
They're okay, but I
Okay.
mean, you know,
Sure.
this wasn't quite what I was hoping
What
for.
was the spiritual successor one? That was
Mighty
bad?
Number Nine.
Mighty Number 9.
Yeah. I want a successor to Dark Cloud. I would love for them to do a new type of game like that.
Ooh.
Come on, level 5. You got to do something besides yokai.
Yokai Watch.
Something really good, I guess.
What about? Don't people want? Oh my God, Pit.
Kid Icarus.
Oh, Kid Icarus?
Icarus.
Yeah.
People want that?
That
Yes,
people
someone
have
in
been
chat
asking for that.
mentioned that actually.
Oh, there we go.
Rayman, hell yeah. Someone named Rayman 1090 says Rayman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
I agree, Rayman.
Rayman
Oh,
raves. Rayman is good.
Parasite Eve, yeah. I just want a new Parasite Eve, like actual.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a new Parasite would be good. I want a new Ninja Gaiden game, too.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, SSX, Vagrant
Yeah, wasn't that
Story.
being
Oh, come
rumored?
on.
Yeah, it
Ninja
was.
Gaiden.
Yeah, I thought there was like
Yeah.
a rumor about Ninja Gaiden.
That would
but
be
who
nice.
knows?
Fatal Frame, yeah, that's a good one.
Whoa, 5 just got re-released.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Tenchu, Dark Seed.
Another Outrun would be nice. Outrun 2 was really good,
Oh,
right?
Xenogears, hell
Every
yeah.
20 years, another
I
good
mean,
Outrun.
who said Xenogears? You got Xenoblade.
Green
so-
Chocobo.
Yeah.
You got 3 Xenoblade games that are.
Spiritual successors, not sequels necessarily.
And yeah, you should just play Xenoblade. All right.
Are those officially related?
I mean, there
Same
are.
people. Some of the same
Yeah,
people.
it's like it's not like it's like loose reference slash Easter egg stuff. The latest one was in like what the DLC. There's a radio where all the frequencies or the release dates from Xenogears 1
Oh,
to
that's cool.
Xenoblade
Nice.
3.
That's
so
cool.
Xenogears, Xenosaga trilogy, and then the Xenoblade games, and it's like they're referencing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're
For sure.
having fun.
Clock Tower? Yeah. They're remaking the one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting the
the
original
one that we didn't get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clock
Here.
Tower 3 is why I'm scared of horror
Being
games.
chased?
Yeah.
All right. Our next question comes from Robert Lee. Good day, allies. If you could ask the universe to answer any one question truthfully, what would you ask and why? Would you ask about life after death, creation of life, alien life, or when will Red Dead Redemption be ported to PC? Just don't do a Homer Simpson ask, will you really answer my question I ask? Love and respect, Robert Lee.
I would ask what's in the box in Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh. What's in the fucking box?
If we're talking video game related, I would ask, when are we getting another Red Dead?
Oh.
Like a Red Dead 3.
I'll answer that for you right now. Yes. In 10 years or more.
Stop. If you're gonna answer like that, I don't want to know.
It's going to be longer.
Or I would just ask something
want
about K-pop, probably. Mm-hmm. Something I would never know otherwise.
I can't think of anything. Let me keep thinking. If it comes to me, I'll let you know.
Okay.
You can ask him when are we getting Mellow Slug Tactics or something.
Oh, I got a good one for you.
yeah.
Will S&B win Game of the Year at the Game Awards next year?
Yeah.
What date are
Where-
we getting S&B?
Where is a facility I can store the amount of apology letters I receive from the world when S&B releases?
When S&B gets Game of the Year.
When S&B finally proves to be a great game.
Yeah, don't.
Probably just ask it why. And see
Why?
what it
Yeah.
does.
Why? Then just
Why
relax.
video games? Why do they exist? Yeah, I can't think of one. If I do, I'll let you know. Our next question comes from V.A. Ronto, aka Sentinel Beach, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi there. Why did you stop with the sponsored streams? Wouldn't they be beneficial and something to think about again? Just curious. Sorry.
We
Yeah, no
didn't stop
fucking
them.
shit.
We didn't stop them.
We didn't stop them.
We're cooking 'em up.
The industry is dried up.
Yeah.
Everything is tough out there.
Well,
I'm trying my best. We got maybe a few coming.
in reality,
we would do one every day if
We've
I
had
could help
to be quite honest, brutally honest, we've had to turn down a few sponsors. Look,
Yeah.
there's a lot. They're circling like sharks.
Clamoring.
We've got high standards.
I mean, we
here,
did
though.
have
We
a
can only
lot,
accept
but
so
SAG, the strike
Yeah, the
happened.
strikes.
Yeah,
and we-
yeah.
yeah.
Don't
Across
worry,
the
they'll be
picket
coming down the
line.
pipeline.
Yeah,
They'll be
we had all
coming
these
down the pipeline.
celebrities who were going to show up on like Frame Trap
And we were all
podcasts.
SAG, so because,
Yeah, yeah.
We're breaking.
Yeah,
we're,
Keanu
we're-
was going to show up next week, so
Yeah.
sorry.
but we've got them in the works, right?
Yeah. Parasite Paladin says they'll pay
Yes.
us $3 to play any game of their choice for 40 seconds.
There we
40
go.
seconds?
If you
Okay.
get, yeah,
You can provide
give us the
game.
games
What's that?
and we'll do it.
That sounds like a deal.
Parasite Paladin says.
Oh.
You got a deal. We're gonna hold you to it.
Send it over.
Deal. All right. Next question comes from Sage Mode Q. So I finally got around to playing Cyberpunk and just finished it. I dealt with minimal bugs and thought it was fantastic. Yeah, speaking of, here we go, Johnny Silverhand, Keanu right there, is a 10. And not just because he is played by Keanu Reeves, but because he's an actual great character. The ending is incredible. If the Allies could take any game that has had a rocky launch and go back in time and release it at its full potential, what game would that be? Love and respect.
So, is this like a technical standpoint, or is it like content that didn't make it in the game?
Say can be either or.
Because I would
MGS5.
Yeah, MGS5, Xenogears, for sure. I'd give a little more love to. Mm-hmm. Stuff like that.
Yeah, Xenogears with an ending would be incredible.
Yeah. I had my question answered.
Oh, Silent Hill says Uzi Suicide.
Oh,
Hell
that's a
yeah.
good one.
That's a
yeah,
good one.
That's a really good one.
I asked the universe my question, Don,
Yeah.
and it's
Oh.
not looking good for S&B.
What?
So my answer is going to be S&B for this one. In the,
S&B is not even,
future, yeah.
not even out yet.
And, yeah,
Universe.
from the future, if they could have just put all the stuff they were going to try and put in it.
That's funny. I can't think of any. I would have said before in the past. I would have said, like my Hall of Shame inductee,
the
SimCity 2013.
That's a good one.
Killed the franchise. It would have been nice to see what the world would have been like with SimCity going on. But you know what? We're at City Skyline 2, so none of it really matters anymore.
Man,
Hell
getting
yeah.
yeah, I don't like messing with the timeline, man.
Yeah.
I just finished watching the Flash, another movie about
Nice.
like
Oh, the
came on
movie, The
VOD,
Flash.
yeah, about messing with time and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
nothing good ever happens, man. Just don't do it. Like
Yeah.
Back to the Future, first time
Oh,
travel we ever
yeah.
saw. They're like, don't do it, man. Like, listen to Doc, man.
Yeah,
Doc
yeah.
knows best.
I want to
That's true.
see. I want to see a time travel movie where it's like the opposite of one of these, where instead of going back in time to save their parents, they go back in time to kill their own parents. Like
Because
prevent their own
they don't want to kill
existence.
themselves.
Yeah, just prevent their own existence.
What? Isn't that like
That would be
Yeah,
Butterfly
it'd be a
effect?
bootstrap paradox for sure.
a bootstrap
isn't that
paradox.
like the
Damiani.
ending of Butterfly Effect?
Butterfly.
Oh, it's one of the bonus ones. It
Oh,
doesn't
he
actually
sort
happen.
of does that in Butterfly Effect.
He goes back and prevents something
himself.
from happening.
Yeah, he
like
prevents himself from being born.
no, that's the special ending. The
Who's
real,
in this movie?
The real ending is he prevents himself from becoming friends with the girl that he wants to
Oh,
end up with,
right.
so that she lives because he's the reason she dies.
Who was it? Who are you talking about?
Ashton
Ashton
Kutcher,
Kutcher.
It was Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying
world
to remember.
famous time traveler.
Yeah.
in
I
I
real
remember what
life.
the butterfly effect was. Now I remember.
We're done. It's all right.
Think of the beach.
Yeah, but no, Isla. Yeah, the what they showed the alternate endings. One of them was him going back to the fetus and killing himself.
What?
Yeah, he like strangles himself.
Holy shit.
Jesus.
It's like what? Okay.
Was it
Like,
CG or practical?
I don't remember.
They built an Ashton Kutcher-sized fetus for him to strangle.
They had to make 12 of them actually to get all the shots, all the
With
angles.
all the angles, because the head pops off every time.
The dang.
It was actually stop motion.
Yeah.
That ending was done by Leica.
Yep. All right. Our next question comes from Level Capybara. Hi, allies. Let's talk canine companions.
Hell yeah.
Specifically, Torgal from FF16 and Oatchi from Pikmin 4. Imagine you can spend a day hanging out with either A, an Oatchi-sized Torgal, or B, a Torgal-sized Oatchi. Which would you choose, and where would you go, and what kinds of crazy shenanigans would you get up to? Love and respect, Level Capybara. Please keep in mind, Oatchi is gonna be like,
The size of a mouse.
yeah,
Yeah.
like
Tiny,
just
tiny.
keep that in mind from the Pikmin's perspective. It's
I'm gonna say Torgal-sized Oatchi.
yeah.
Same.
For sure,
Yeah,
for sure.
me
Me too, yeah.
Just a big dog with a good attitude.
So it's like
Climb.
my backpack. You store everything on it because carries all the
Yeah,
Pikmin. It's like,
yeah.
just carry all my stuff.
Well, I was imagining
I
it
think
being
the
big enough
Pikmin
that you
hold
could climb
onto
up
it.
onto it like a
I'm
Pikmin.
gonna ride
That'd
it
be
too.
sick.
Yeah.
So was Torgal going to be really tiny then?
Yeah.
Yeah, tiny
Yeah.
Torgal.
Oatchi-sized Torgal.
That could be pretty sick.
But
though,
it's like,
actually.
it's like the size
Keep
of
it in
a
your
mouse.
pocket.
Put in a little pocket. Yeah, exactly.
That'd be sick.
And then
Heal
do
me, boy.
what? Do what?
Heal my wounds.
Easy
Sick
to
'em,
travel
Torgal.
with them.
Yeah.
on
You
the
could go
plane.
sick 'em,
They
Oatchi.
stay with you.
Sick 'em.
Yeah.
Sycamochi.
That would actually be
Yeah, you
pretty
forget your
useful.
keys somewhere. They're small enough that they can see them easier on the floor.
Sniff them out.
You can whistle, and Oatchi will come back if it's
Yeah.
big. Or Torgal, I don't know.
Both of these would be sick for
Yeah.
different reasons.
Both delightful.
Yeah.
Sycamochi.
Next question from Neo JD.
Wait, before we do that, we are 4 questions away
Yep.
from Hot Mike's.
Oh my. Check
Our
out that logo.
Call-in segment. If you are a $10 and up patron in our Discord, which you should be, check it out, patreon.com.
Now's the time.
Now's the time. You can hop on in to that Discord and talk at us, baby. It'll be dank.
It'll be
So
super
yeah,
dank.
Gab's gonna be in there. You're gonna jump into the call-in show channel. Do the song again. You go to the call-in show channel on the Discord, and Gabby will talk to you. And then when you are selected, you will be moved into the voice channel. The waiting room or whatever. You go to the waiting room and then whatever, you get it. Do that. Okay, go ahead, Damiani.
All right. Next question comes from Neo JD. It's been rumored that Insomniac is working on a third game besides Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine. Saw a headline for this, too. What would you want them to be working on? Personally, I hope it's something lighter in tones similar to Ratchet.
I don't want another Ratchet game quite yet. I think Ratchet's really good, but we have a ton of Ratchet games. They just did it. I would love to see... So, if stuff we know of already would be Resistance. I would like them to do something with that again.
Okay.
And Sunset Overdrive, perhaps.
Yeah.
I think they should do something VR also. I mean, Sony does have PSVR 2. They should make content for it, actually. And they've made VR games in the past, so I think they could do something sick. But, yeah, they need to bring Resistance back. Or Sunset Overdrive.
Sunset Overdrive, was that only on Xbox?
It was on Xbox, and it's on PC now.
Okay. But something like it, yeah. Could they do like a Resistance, but like colorful?
Sure,
Like happy and stuff? It's just a different tone. Like
Yeah,
Neo
for
Geo.
sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's a nice idea.
Do we ever get like fun, goofy, colorful shooters like that?
High on Life. But I never played it, and I didn't want to play it.
Nah.
It's goofy and colorful, I guess.
Maybe they can make a...
Or something brand new would be sick.
Nah.
It's brand new.
I just hope it's not like another superhero
Yeah,
game. 'cause it's
yeah.
like-
We don't need more superhero. You got two already.
Yeah.
They're really good, but something else.
We have high hopes for Wolverine, but I think, let them work on some other stuff. Man, are there any other things they've done? I feel like I'm forgetting something.
Yeah, we're
Overstrike.
forgetting something.
Oh, well, that turned into Fuse.
Fuse,
Not
that was
good.
it.
It was Overstrike first, then it changed to Fuse.
Dude, who's
EA.
who's the face of Insomniac again?
What?
Face of Insomniac, like
Oh,
that time period.
Ted Price, I think?
Was it?
Yeah.
Because when we were at game trailers, someone who was working there came with me on the assignment to check out Fuse, and then like there was a whole thing like, is there any way I could just meet them, like to say hi to them? I was like, yeah, if there's an opportunity, sure.
Oh, man.
But yeah, they were a big fan of it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Fuse just seemed kind of like generic in the end.
Yeah.
Compared to what
from what they originally
going
showed
for?
it. Yeah. Definitely.
I will say, though, Ratchet...
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to them working on another Ratchet, right? It's already been a few years. It was a launch game practically, right? One of the best looking PlayStation 5 games.
For sure.
It was an excellent game. It's one of the most overlooked, I think, AAA titles for being a AAA awesome game.
Overlooked?
I mean, it was critically acclaimed, but I still feel like it just kind of, it's not thought of. It's not like one of those things that comes up in conversation of one of the really greatest platforms of this generation. I mean,
I think just because
consoles.
there's a lot of Ratchet games done.
Maybe,
there's
probably.
a lot
right.
of Ratchet
for better or
games.
for worse, why it doesn't,
I mean,
but
it's
it was
really good.
excellent. Like the
It was
new
really
Ratchet.
good, yeah. But
So now that they've had a chance, though, because we heard PS5 was difficult a little bit to work with for the developers at the beginning, early on, whatever. I
sure,
mean,
yeah.
so it'd be nice to just see, like, hey.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, that last Ratchet was sick as hell.
like
it was so fun.
Insomniac's always super good tech-wise.
Yeah.
I mean, I expect always high expectations from first-party developers and their hardware. So they definitely are one of the best for sure.
Yeah. New IP.
Yeah.
Like a brand new thing.
Yeah.
Would be cool. I mean, maybe fill a void for something they're currently lacking or don't have enough of on PlayStation.
VR.
possibly.
You need content.
There,
for
yeah,
VR.
that's
Yeah,
good.
we
VR.
need
There you go.
VR.
VR. Make it happen. All right. Next question comes from Jesse Blue. What is a game you've gotten most out of the? What is a game you've gotten most of the way through but never finished? And would it have helped to have a friend or coworker with you guiding you through the last bit? Okay. I'd love to see you all do a show like this where you each pick a game and an ally or friend to help you stream the end of it with guidance or passing the controller if necessary to finish it off. It could be called Finish the Fight. Love and respect and hugs, Jesse. All right, so is there a game you got through a lot of, didn't finish, but if you had the opportunity for one of us to maybe like get you back into it to finish it, would you do it?
I didn't finish Divinity 2. I got really far in it, but it wasn't a thing of like I needed help getting through it.
Yeah.
It was more just like stuff came up that I moved on to kind of thing. I can't think of something off the top of my head where I'm like, I can't do this. It's too hard for me.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't have to be like hard. One I could see, I mean, I could do this on my own, I imagine, but going with the theme of this, if that Metroid Prime 2 Echoes remastered rumor ends up being true, I never played through the entirety of that. I gave up on it.
Yeah.
I could just have like blood. Blood remembers it. Hey, Blood, instead of me looking up on a guide or something at a point, just tell me what to do, bud. Like, I just want to get through this because it's the one I missed. I played 1 and 3, but didn't play 2. I got pretty far in it. Like, I just want to get through it. You know, I understand it's got like the light dark thing. Like, let's just do this.
Yeah.
I never finished Hades. That's
Hades.
a game I loved but never finished.
But it's like, do you need help finishing it, or do you feel like?
I don't know. To me, I don't know if it's about help.
Yeah, maybe not help, but maybe
like,
just the camaraderie too of someone that
rooting you on,
appreciates that series maybe a lot too.
Like,
that
I
could
never
maybe...
finished Cyberpunk either.
Oh, yeah.
Not because it wasn't hard.
Yeah,
No,
same. I never
or
finished
We
not
that.
tried to get
hard.
Heber through 14 like twice now.
Yeah.
And yeah.
He did Realm Reborn.
Yeah.
I always wanted to help Jones get through Souls games.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like
yeah, that'd be
Sekiro
great.
specifically, because he was like, he couldn't, like, the Makiri counterpart, I think, was giving him a lot of trouble. I was like, dude, I'll help you out. Get you through that.
I just realized I had the mics set to opposite of what it normally is. So when I was pushing the button, it was muting me.
Uh-oh.
That's when I normally talk.
Oh, I think that
Uh-oh.
was happening in the something we recorded the other day. Yeah,
Yeah, I had it set opposite for a different thing we
you
did.
gotta show me where that setting
Opposite.
It's just a switch on the side of this.
Oh, it's Frame Trap.
is. Was that what it was?
Yeah.
So when we for the live version, I think people could hear my mic. Thankfully, I'm well mannered, but
Yeah.
for the.
You were just like, fuck this. Brad, you idiot.
Fortunately, I never burp or do anything, so that's nice. But
That's true. I've never heard him burp or do
it's
anything.
true. I haven't burped in decades, I guess. But don't want to give it away. Almost let it slip. All right, let's keep rolling. Keep moving. Actually, Damiani reminded me of a game though that I never finished. That I forgot I didn't finish when you brought up Metroid. You know what I never finished was Metroid Dread.
Oh,
I never finished Dread.
I never
got
did either.
So, you didn't? I got
I got
so
to the
annoyed
final
with
boss.
the friggin' Emmy things or whatever it was called towards the end. I was very close. I wasn't at the final boss. I was close.
I literally was. I never fought the final boss, but I just got to the final boss and then like got distracted and never bothered going back.
I got frustrated.
It was a good
with the pacing
game,
of it. I gave up.
Yeah.
Your burping story just made me remember earlier today when I was coming out of the elevator from where I get allergy shots in Beverly Hills. I was like, dude, I was in the elevator alone and there were mirrors, so I was going like, I was like putting my arms out and I just like went like with my mouth, but like right as the doors opened and there were like 4 people waiting to get on the elevator, and I really wonder if they thought it was real.
they did. Absolutely.
Yep. You should have turned back and done it like liar style. It was me.
Right as they all get in.
Sorry, I guess I could do 14 with you, Damian. I think if you played with me, we've
Wait,
done this
you-
before, but
you
like
already finished.
No. All the raid. I haven't done a lot of content.
you
I
mean
think
more
if I do it with
content.
you, I'll
I
have more
gotcha.
incentive to do it. So
Gotcha. Yeah.
that's like a little driving force, I guess.
I was just so proud that Brad has kept up, and I was like, wait a second, you kept up. What are you
Yeah.
talking about? Poor Huber, like tried so many times.
Yeah, that's right.
Tried to get
I
him
got
a warrior.
you. I'll be your boy.
All right. Next.
Chat. I love Finish the Fight. That's a good title. But
Yeah.
someone in chat said Last 15. And I think
Last 15.
That's kind of funny too.
That'd be
like
for
that.
the very, very.
I like that. All right. Our second and last question comes from Joe Caruso. Have you ever turned on some form of invincibility or God mode to get through a significantly difficult section of a video game? If so, can you remember the game or scenario? I know I've done it in games like Celeste and Rusted Moss when I truly could not grasp the platforming that was being asked of me, or I was stuck at a boss that could kill me in 2 hits.
The only time I can remember doing stuff like that was like Doom, like the old Doom games.
Okay, I was trying to remember
yeah.
something from that era. Yeah, that I was thinking.
But like, I don't think there's a lot of games I've played where I can just turn on cheats. I guess you could like go into the command stuff if you're on PC and type stuff
Yep.
in, but I usually don't do anything like that.
Definitely on PC after I finished a game, like especially if there's stuff that gets grindy, I get annoyed. Like there was one in Final Fantasy IV, a pixel remaster on PC, which is find like a thing that had a 1 out of 256 chance of dropping in
God.
one room. And I was like, nope. Where's this program? They got this program says automatically make it drop this. Like, yeah, here we go. I'm like done with that crap. I'm like not staying here forever.
Yeah, Sophia said it too, but The Sims, like I don't think I've ever played The Sims without cheats ever. And also GTA, like back in the day, I put God mode on.
oh yeah,
I've definitely
that's right.
in like character action games, because that combat doesn't work with my brain. I like can't do it. I'll put it down to easy halfway through the game usually because I just get annoyed. So I did that for Final Fantasy. I did that for Jedi Fallen Order. I ended up just bouncing off both of those anyway. But I'll move it down to easy sometimes in games like that. Doesn't help because it's a me problem.
Our final question comes from Denki Kang. Question for if Huber is there.
Oh, we got to save this one.
We have to save it. If Huber is not there, what do you think could have made PlayStation All-Stars a better game?
The elimination system of like you having to build up a super to eliminate. There was like 3 levels of super, and that's how you eliminate people, and that was the only way to eliminate people. You should have just done it exactly like Smash does it.
The same.
And just the percentage you bid them, they fly further. You should have just done that.
Exactly. Like how many like Smash clones we do have. Like took a while, but like Nickelodeon All-Stars or Brawl or whatever it was, the multiverses, which is on hiatus till next year. We had like one other one that came out.
What an odd thing that's like what they decided to not like. Let's not clone that system that worked perfectly fine. Like every aspect of the game is cloned. There's nothing. It's shameless. So
exactly.
Just go all in on it. That's what people wanted.
Yeah.
So is that. So is gameplay wise, and there were just like certain characters just weren't there that people were expecting.
Yeah,
you know, because
the roster was interesting. Some of it was just kind of like weird, like Big Daddy from BioShock. It's like, okay, I guess you're here for some reason. There's some sick characters. They added like Cat later and stuff like that, which is cool.
Yeah.
Probably when they first started developing it, Big Daddy was still like, BioShock.
Yeah. I just don't think PlayStation with that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. At the time, maybe I was thinking, maybe
because there's no crash.
Good luck doing that. Yeah, they couldn't do it now after.
No.
So many of those studios have been bought up now.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that does it for our write-in segment. It is time for our live call-in segment, Hot Mics.
We have headphones?
Oh,
We
shit.
do not have the headphones.
They don't have headphones. Fuck. Where's Bloodworth?
Stand by. Yeah, he's the headphone guy. Don's on it.
Don, can you do it?
Don's on it. Don's the second headphone guy.
Oh, wait a second.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
Panic. Oh, yeah, also like
There's one right here.
The roster for, there's like, there was DMC Dante in it, I remember. Not like Capcom. Normal Dante. Which is like, I get it because the game was out in marketing, but I just think some of the rosters, like, people were like, who's this Killzone character? There was good characters like Parappa and stuff, though, like, and Ratchet and Sly. There was 2 Coles for some reason.
Oh, here you go, Dummy.
I got it.
Oh, you got it plugged in? Okay.
I gave it to him.
Nope. 2 Cole McGraths.
Those mics won't be functional, by the way. Just hold them up. Thanks, Dorn.
Yep.
Bump, 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 bump. All right. We're just getting set up here, and we'll be ready to go. We got Gabby gathering our first caller, and we'll be with them in just a minute.
All right, we ready?
Yes.
Oh,
Hot mics. Wait, were you talking? Sorry. Damiani's.
Oh, I just don't know. Are we supposed to be hearing anyone through these?
No, there's nobody here.
No, not yet.
Okay, I forget every month.
All right, so this is our fun and light talk call-in segment called Hot Mics, where you can call in. If you're in the Discord, do it. $10 and up.
Do it.
Get into that call-in show waiting room. Gabby will say, what are you going to say to these guys? And then we'll move you into the thing. First up, we got RF Switch, I believe.
Yo, yo, yo.
Not in there yet. Hang on. Moving into the
Hearing
thing.
Calling. That's the song from 1080 Snowboarding. Oh. There's a song that's like.
Wait, wasn't that supposed to come out? What the
Call
heck?
toll free now. Hello.
Oh, on
hello.
Switch?
Hello.
Yeah.
It's going to come.
What's
It's
taking
coming.
so long?
It's coming.
All right.
Where's Golden
RF,
Sun?
do you read us?
There it is.
Oh, you're mega quiet.
Yeah.
Boiling mic.
We're boiling.
Oh, yeah, but we're cooling off RF.
Yeah. The Ice
That
Age
was
is
a good
finally
one.
arriving.
It was a good one, but the Ice Age is arriving. RF,
Kind of.
we're happy to report. A little bit. It's easing in a little
Yeah,
bit.
we've gone past global warming, and
Yeah.
now the next set of repercussions are happening.
Yes. We're in the process.
Oh, school.
Yeah, I'm like, school, what is that?
I thought it said skull, and I'm like, skull?
That's
Skull
right.
starting
I
up?
got my heart bleeding.
I was like, what slang am I missing? Sorry.
Wildest thing in school.
Wait, the wildest thing we ever did in school?
It's a broad question.
Gabby has one. Wait, chat can't hear her? Chat, you can't hear her? There are levels happening. RF, say something for me?
Do a testing. There we go.
That's odd.
You missed RF's great joke.
Yeah, no,
Hang on,
there was no great
maybe you
joke.
can hear it now.
I chuckled. And it's hot in here.
It's working on it. It's down to 79 degrees in here.
Nice.
Yeah, it takes
Down from
hours to go
90.
down when
There
you're
I
in air
am.
conditioning at a normal rate. Yeah, you don't want to destroy it. We don't want to re-blow up the AC.
Okay, yeah. Somehow the setting got off of track 1. You guys don't need to know that. I
Yeah.
fixed it.
Nice
You
work.
fixed it.
All
Yay.
right, can you
So
briefly
let's-
restate your question for the viewers, RF?
All right, so what's the wildest thing that's happened to you in school? And let's keep it PG-13.
Yes.
Whatever happened or something you did, it doesn't really matter. It's the same
Gabby
thing.
has one. She has approached the hot mic.
So at my school in 6th grade, the 6th graders would write their own musical. So when I was a 6th grader, we devised a musical about the eruption of Vesuvius at Pompeii. And it was good. It was
Damn.
like genuinely good. I have the DVD.
seemed good at the time.
No, it's good.
Okay.
Like for
Can we please make this a stream incentive to show
I
them?
mean, oh my god.
Oh my god,
They
you
have
should.
they're minors though, so we'd have to censor everyone's face except yours.
Really?
Probably. Without consent, we can't show kids.
Your classmates I was talking about, yeah.
But yeah.
No is the answer.
Oh yeah. Well, this in August it's like the 1499th anniversary of the eruption of Pompeii, so we're gonna have a viewing party.
Can I come?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we haven't sent invites, so yeah, you're already invited.
Thanks, Gabby. I'll describe it for you later, chat. What I thought of it.
PG. So like in high school, me and Mike were in a keyboarding class together to like learn to type, and Mike had a little tiny PlayStation that was portable, had a screen, and we would sit under his desk in the back corner and play Resident Evil on it in the middle of class. Also, Mike's computer was on the other side of me, and the guy next to me, we used to unplug Mike's keyboard all the time so he couldn't type, and he would like just freak out, like, it's not working, and the teacher would come and we'd plug it back in. And we did this for months. Then eventually the kid next to me got caught, and he got in big trouble, dude.
That is so.
That's so funny.
Well, go ahead, Damiani.
In high school, there was a like web coding class that they started offering, and yeah, at the time like it was kind of new, so it was kind of like dry and boring. Mm-hmm. Like one cool thing we got to do is like we got to like make Flash animations. Like it was like probably the highlight. It's like, oh, we get to use Flash, this expensive program that kids would never get access to. But because it was so boring and there's like barely any work to do in the class most of the time, all of us played emulators and stuff. And I managed to convince my teacher that the Legend of Zelda was a Flash thing I programmed in the Flash thing.
Oh, Damiani!
That's awesome.
Because I was like, they're like, oh, what? He was like, what is this you're working on? And like, as I was playing on the emulator, like, oh yeah, this is a Flash thing and stuff.
Dude, your
And so the class all knew it was up, but like, I'm just like
Teacher.
playing Zelda. Like, yeah, you can move the character
So
around.
noble, dude.
That's right.
But then like the tech team like called me a week later, like, oh, we noticed this program running on your computer. It's not like authorized, so you're like you have to lose your for 1 week you lose like computer privileges. It was like the
Wow.
punishment back then.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no, it was for like my class project. And
That's
they're
a Flash game.
Oh well, like you still shouldn't have done it. And like, oh okay, it has to be pre-approved. I was like, oh okay, sure.
The tech team was on it. That's impressive.
We
I'm
would
surprised they
play-
caught that.
We would play OG GTA and that drug dealer game
Oh.
in like
Oh,
shop
yeah, I
class
remember
all the
that.
time. Yeah. Oh, okay. Gabby has one.
One time, Soulja Boy came and performed in my high school auditorium.
Really?
Whoa.
Gabby,
Like the
what-
gymnasium.
It was
What
supposed to be like
school
an
did you go
anti-drug
to?
thing, but then he just performed like a regular Soulja Boy song. It was ridiculous.
Sick.
Yeah,
Dude,
people got to
Soulja
skip
Boy.
class to go see Soulja Boy.
That's
yeah.
very funny. I was a crazy person in school, filtering out the R-rated ones, which were numerous. I remember one time I was roller skating in the school and hid in a play practice of somebody else's play, like a community theater thing, and then I wound up in the play because I had to hide out from somebody chasing me. One time we went on the roof of the school and didn't get caught. One time, though, after Zoolander, I went to a dance, one of the dances, as derelict, which was like the trash bag thing. But I got so overheated because I had electrical taped trash bags to my whole body, right? I got so overheated in the dance that I had to have people like rip it off of me, and so like the like activity at the dance became rip my clothes off, and then I was just like wearing like these raggedy little tiny trash bag shorts and nothing else.
Nice.
But like they couldn't get mad at me because I was like I was dressed. I came here dressed. Yeah, and another time during a fitting for a play, I tried on one of the girls' dresses and it fit me really well, and then I ran around the school with it on. I don't know why I didn't figure my life out earlier than I did. It was liberating.
That's
Don,
funny.
you got
the only
any?
thing I can remember anything too wild, but just things I remember when in senior year we were like. Me and a couple other people had worked our schedules out so well because we got through so many classes that we had a pretty nice open schedule. Like a lot of people in
Dude.
senior, in year, a lot of people end
Done
up.
at lunch.
Yeah, you're that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But one of the benefits is we could sign up for like extra sort of, I don't remember what they're called. They're like enrichment, extra whatever. And so there was like a computer programming class we were in where we had Maya and everything, but we would just like, we were at this big car crash scene we were just, programmed, but like, the thing would have to, every single little change we had to do, because the computer system was archaic, it had to render for like, it would just be rendering like for hours. So we'd just be playing emulator games. Like,
Yeah.
and every time the teacher would always be coming in, it was just like a joke where I was like, oh, we're rendering, like, and so they were always like, well, like, it's like, that's all that we would do. We'd sit there,
That's
render
funny.
all day. And then it was funny too, because at GT Game Trailers then years later,
Same thing.
same thing. John Slusser, the head of whatever, he'd be coming down, and like I'd be hanging out with the other editors out there in the front, and they'd be like, everyone would be always taking breaks, smoking cigarettes or something. I'd be out there with them, and they'd be like, every time he'd pass by, he'd be like, rendering, right,
Yeah.
guys? You just render. It was like a big joke in the graphics community back before we actually
yeah.
had. Now it's hard though because you can't get away with that.
Yeah, exports only take 5 minutes.
Computers are
now.
too fast now, yeah. But back then you're always rendering.
Just watching the thing.
Yep. All the editors would be like downstairs just hanging out. Like,
That's
rendering.
the point. It's like, look at the bar. It's like it's not done. You have to wait.
My hands are tied on this.
Exporting can't do anything.
Yeah. What about you, RF?
Ah,
All right, so barring any R-rated ones myself, because
Yes.
much like Isla, they were numerous. Because I was one of the really bad kids in school. I'm going to tell you about the time in high school when I full-on committed a mutiny.
What?
A mutant.
Elaborate.
Yes.
All right, so I went to a really weird private special education school. I talked about it in the Discord a few days ago, but so at the end of the year when we had a high school class, we would go rafting. And I really didn't want to go. Mostly because in cold air and wet air, I don't sleep because I have severe sleep apnea. I've always had sleep apnea. So me camping is an absolute no-go. So the first year we did it, I refused. Because, hey, my health matters more to me than having fun.
Yeah.
And then the next year, the teachers basically pressured me into going. I wasn't okay with it. So I tried to punch out a teacher to get out of going. I think that's what happened. I got in trouble. I got in a lot of trouble right before it, but I had signed the release form, so I had no choice but to go. And had to be separated from the class, so I had to sleep in what was essentially a boathouse. No walls, just chicken wire. So I was irritable. I was there was a lot that happened that I can't remember, but I remember being like emotionally exhausted. I think I cried a bit. And then I got 2 hours of sleep at night because of course I did.
Ouch.
I told you I don't sleep. So the next morning I was super irritable. I was extremely angry. I was tired as hell. And I just wanted revenge. So after we ate a breakfast, I pulled all the nerd kids in. We had a nice little nerd huddle. And I went, we are throwing Mr. Goey off the boat.
This is
We
a
are
real
taking him
mutiny.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm not kidding. So we grabbed Mr. Goey, who's like this Tolkien-reading good Christian boy, and we grabbed this really cool rafting instructor who was like into Vampire the Masquerade and a bunch of tabletop games. And we just got on the bus to go to the drop-off point. And while we were talking about tabletop games, I was like to this instructor, what's the best time to throw a person off a raft? Out of earshot of our teacher. And he was like, well, you can't throw a guy into the rocks because that would kill him, and that's a crime. But after that, fair game. I was like,
Nice.
okay. So we go down the raft. I have a reasonably good time, despite my temperament. We get the all clear. I look over to my best friend. We nod, and we shout, now! We grab him by the collar and the pants, and we toss him 10 feet across the river. He still had his glasses on, by the way. He had no time to take them off. So,
Oh, no.
Disclaimer, you should never do that. Because losing glasses is bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, don't throw people off a raft.
Or mutinies in general. High crime also, RF, you know?
Yeah.
I think mutiny's a high crime.
So anyways, he swam back to the raft. And he tried to get back on, and then he felt this foot. And he saw me staring down at him. And not enough to push him down and drown him, just enough to tell him who was who.
Give him a good scare.
And I said, you can come back on the boat, but you are the swabby now. I'm the captain of this boat. And, not having another option, he had no choice. I pulled him back up, and then my best friend tried to fight me with an oar because he wanted to be captain instead.
Look at that cycle
That's another
of
thing
revenge.
you should.
Yep.
Now, that's another thing you shouldn't do on a raft, is fight someone with an oar, because if you hit the sides, you're going down.
So you battled him.
Anyways,
You
I
battled
won.
your friend with a... Holy smokes. And then you're undisputed captain.
of course, he's not.
Everyone
gonna beat
fell
me.
in line after that, I assume, right?
I've got combat experience. He's not winning against me. So I won. We all made puns for the rest of the day. And then I was so tired that I was trying to get sleep, but, van full of teenagers plus, the radio blasting. That's not going to happen. So the last thing I remember of that day is Riders of the Storm by The Doors came on the radio. I remember singing it. I remember singing lyrics. I don't think those were the lyrics to that song, and I do not remember what I sang. that was a very long, very weird couple of days.
I could imagine the ride home, the Riders of the Storm comes on the radio. You're just sort of leaning back. There's a palpable fear in the air as the entire class has become subservient to Captain RF, and you're just sort of nodding to your head to the Riders of the Storm. Going, my work here is done. Was it anything that kind of feeling?
Pretty much, yeah.
Nice. That must have
I
been
am
nice.
officially a pirate captain. I
You are a pirate
commandeered a
captain
raft, and I took down a teacher.
This is exciting.
Yeah, it's kind of like the end of the montage sequence in Godfather.
Oh,
After all the hits are put out. Yeah.
that's right. That's the same song, isn't it? That's so funny. Wow, that's epic.
Yeah.
And did the teacher ever
I was gonna
try
say.
to
What was the
any sort of
consequences?
repercussions, or
Nah.
was it never spoken of? It was never spoken of again. I love that.
He took it in stride.
I love that.
Again, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever done, but committing a mutiny, that was pretty wild.
It ranks up there.
I think it was on
Probably
the river,
not even
in
the only
open
mutiny
sea.
I've ever done. I remember a couple other mutinies.
Yeah, I thought for
Of
sure. And you're talking.
insurrections.
You're talking real mutiny. So yeah, I thought for sure when RF said a mutiny, it was just a metaphorical mutiny, but it
Yeah.
was literal in the sense of
no,
the word, right?
I'm-
That's a ship
I'm-
mutiny.
I would never
One
joke
of-
about that.
One of many. So RF's going to be out there playing Skull and Bones. You can
Yeah, you
guarantee
better
that,
watch out,
Damiani.
Don.
Maybe.
If it's free.
Love it. Thanks, RF.
That was a good one.
Love
Yeah,
a
not
good
a problem,
mutiny.
not a problem.
All right. Anything else before we move to the next caller? Okay. Gabby's already muted you, I guess. All right. Mo, first ever
yeah.
caller.
Hey, yo.
Coming back. So Mo will move into the room. Momentarily. Oh. Okay,
That
Mo,
was
I see
good.
you in there. Do you read? Turn down your
Hello?
radio at home, Mo.
Yo,
Yeah,
Mo.
sorry
Hey.
about that. What's going on, guys?
What
So,
up?
Hey.
Yo.
All right, so after all of the new gameplay trailers that came out today for Armored Core 6, as well as the preview that you did, Brad, it got me thinking because, a lot of the talking points is about how FromSoft learned a lot from Dark Souls, and they, integrated things like what they learned with melee combat and bosses and, level design into Armored Core. So now I was wondering, are there any other sequels, either already announced or just sequels you would like to see, where you'd want the developer to also use lessons from games they've done, and which games specifically?
Good question.
Interesting. Mo, I'm really curious about how Dragon's Dogma 2 is going to take from Devil May Cry 5
Oh.
Oh,
with the same director. Like, I don't expect the combat to be as in depth as that.
Yeah,
but I
I'm like,
wonder what
hopefully not
lessons they'll
much.
take from that game, if any.
Oh, wait,
Maybe
I'm
this
also
time-
crazy hype for Dragon's Dogma 2.
Oh, yeah. Mo, do you have one while we think of one?
Yeah, I
It's a
actually had a
complex
couple.
question.
I was
Yeah,
thinking if
name
there
one.
was like if they did a new Onimusha game, I would love for Capcom
Oh,
to
yeah.
take what they learned from Monster Hunter Rise with the wire bug
Oh.
and like the vertical
Oh.
movement and
Yeah.
mobility, and apply that to an Onimusha game. I think that'd be sick.
You made me think of I would love Parasite Eve specifically with I think of 7 Remake in the sense of
Oh.
real time shooting with the guns and stuff, obviously, but then the spells you can do, integrating all that kind of stuff, like pausing the time or slowing it down so you can go through a menu, cast whatever.
Yeah, that'd be
Dude.
perfect.
I hope Kingdom Hearts 4 looks at the epicness of 16's boss battles.
Oh, shit.
It does
Oh,
epic,
wow.
I want some. I want those
want-
Disney boss villains.
That
I want
is
some
good,
epic.
Damiani.
Yeah, I want. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
That is good.
Yes. Now that
Yeah.
I thought about that, I was
want
like,
that shirt,
that's
yeah.
good.
That'd be very good.
That is
Right? Instead
Yeah,
of
Darth
icon
Vader?
summons, it's the Kingdom Hearts summons, like it's giant genie fighting like the Titans or something like that.
Dude, that would be so
And they
sick.
get like some crazy music. Like
That
a
would be
Disney
cool as
remix
hell.
going.
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember, Mo. I want to ask you: have you tried out Rashid yet in Street Fighter 6? And
No,
what do
I
you think
haven't
of the?
tried this.
You haven't tried. Have you seen any of the videos of the tornado thing that everyone's doing now?
Oh yeah, I've already seen the please nerf this thumbnails all over my YouTube. Like people crying about it.
So people don't know, Rashid does like the whirlwind kick
Yeah.
up, and as long as he's moving forward, it doesn't go away. So they can just
That's
keep
funny.
doing it.
That is funny.
And if the person doesn't know what to do against it, it just full kills them
Brutal.
at a chip damage.
Oh god.
It's the ultimate cheese.
It's like, wait, what? I like watched the Justin Wong video. I was like, wait a second.
That's super
How
funny.
is this still in there? That's pretty funny. Everyone switched to Rashid yesterday. I was
Chad
like,
is,
yep.
saying, Chad is saying they patched it out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I fixed it.
Dang it.
Yeah, I was like, that's not lasting long.
Yeah, they've been pretty quick
That is
with that, but
Yep.
I did have
Evo,
one
like
other
right
one I
on.
was thinking about.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, for it.
If Guerrilla, if they ever went back to Killzone, if they incorporated what they learned from
Oh.
Horizon as far as like story and like
Oh.
narrative
Oh,
and
yeah.
world building, and like
Yeah,
the big giant robot bosses, if there's something like that in Killzone, of like giant, large scale bosses.
Oh, that would be
Yeah,
sick.
that'd be cool. I would love for them to revisit Killzone.
Want another Killzone? That'd be sick.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
It's definitely a good one. Yep. And
Anyone else?
anyone else? Yeah.
I'm just. This is crazy. I don't know why I thought of this, but like a BSAA monster hunting game where you're like hunting down bioweapons, but you have to like fight him like Monster Hunter.
What
Yeah,
would
Kind of fun.
what would the like Palamute and the
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, what they
the
equivalent would
Calicos
be.
be? Yeah.
That'd be
what would
funny.
you-
Like a little tactical robot or something. Yeah. I don't know. I'm picturing like Chris and a few other characters just like out there like climbing on a giant weird creature or something. I don't know.
I'm
That
just seeing
doesn't
like
fit the
guns
question
with
really,
grappling
but-
hooks, like tying. The
Oh.
bioweapons
Yeah,
together.
yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. So that's what came to mind.
Pretty wild.
That's wild, yeah. But a good one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Anything
Mo.
else, Mo?
No, that's it. Just keep doing what you guys do. Thanks for everything, and thanks for taking my call.
No problem.
Thank
dude.
you,
Thanks for
Mo.
calling in.
See ya.
See you later, dude.
All right, talk to you guys
All
next
right.
week. Next month.
See then.
Yeah, next month.
Yeah.
I was like, oh God.
You're secretly being our top secret show
Yeah.
for our $1,000 paid. No, I was kidding.
Yeah, the Mo show.
The R-rated show.
Yeah, where we tell about our R-rated stories. Yeah. That's called Fast and Loose. All right, thanks, Mo. Who we got next, Gab? Dtenchi, another regular of the series here. Dtenchi moving on in there. One moment.
One moment.
Dtenchi, do you read?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
How's it going?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Good.
Chilling?
Yeah.
Starting to chill.
Starting to chill
Starting
a little. Yeah.
in the process of chilling.
Yeah. AC's working.
Okay.
So,
Oh yeah. If you could, what would you change the person to your left's trademark sign off to?
Oh.
Oh, so Don for me.
I'll use this, Brad. Whatever Brad creates here, I will use the next time I win a bet.
Oh, I don't know if you want that.
yeah, I'm gonna think of.
about it. I don't have anyone to my left, so I get out of this.
Yeah, no, you do. We're signing you, Isla.
Well,
Isla's to your left.
no, Gabby's slightly to my right, so I think Don would get Gabby.
Okay,
Gabby gets me. Well, Gabby has to come up with them. Don will give you a trademark sign
I'll
out,
give you
Gabby,
one.
and then I get Damiani.
All right. Well, I'm gonna come up with the goofiest Kingdom Heart thing.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
Brad
absolutely.
would like it,
Absolutely.
but it also pleased me very much to see like any one of Sora's cheesy lines is probably going in there.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Friends are my power.
There you go.
Something
Brad,
dumb like
yeah,
that.
Brad, I now know what Kingdom Hearts is.
Yeah.
It's light.
Yeah. I could make Don slander something he loves, but I would never do that to Don. Don, I don't know why I always think of Eddie Furlong with you. Just because of the cameos.
Yeah, I
things, dude.
love Eddie Furlong.
Is there any like quotes we could do from that? Like T2 or something, or any other movies in?
Sure, there's lots of quotes from
Something
T2.
something you would say. I don't know. I haven't seen T2 in a long time.
What's a good T2 quote? There's
a lot of good T2 quotes.
But for a sign off.
Maybe I could have you just do an impression
But
of
it has to
him.
be an Eddie Furlong one.
Yeah.
Let's do could it be like when he's teaching Arnold how to be cool and stuff like
when
no, you can't say it like this. You gotta be like when you really want to ice them on, hasta la vista, baby.
Hasta la vista, baby. I could do
But
that.
you got to do it in his like normal voice nowadays, like hasta la vista, baby. Soccer voice one.
No problemo. Chill out.
Yeah.
You bastard! What about the part where he just shouts "you bastards" 3 times while his voice is breaking? Could that be my sign off?
I love that.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
I would love
I
that.
order you to save my mom.
I order you. I order you. Did that?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
I would love that. Dramatic.
You bastards. Okay, Don, what is Gabby's?
Let me think. SMB is for me.
That's clean, dude.
I love that.
That
That's
is clean.
perfect.
Not easy to think of a rhyme in a short amount of time.
All right.
You nailed it.
It's for me. I love that,
Gabby,
dude.
do you have one for me?
I'm trying to find it because I've thought of this before.
She's thought of this before.
Oh, wow.
Oh, here we go.
I have the
Wow.
best. I really like my closing trademark sign off. Well, in the meantime, I thought of Damiani's.
No.
Just a really long and hypersexual meow.
That is the most disturbing thing you could pick.
Meow.
And any purring
Like
after that or no?
Yeah, and then some purring.
I refuse. That is
What the heck? This is the
disturbing.
next podcast.
This
We
is
have to all do-
disturbing.
We have to all do these.
How about some light barking?
Yeah, like barking.
Maximum disturbing right now.
Okay. He's not in for it.
AC needs to be
chat.
cranked up higher.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah,
be cooler
it's
environs
78
for this.
now.
Yeah.
We're getting there. Gabby, did you think of it?
Yes.
Oh, she found it.
Oh, good.
What is it? Here she comes.
She wrote it down.
It's
I love
from
this.
a tweet that I saw in 2017
Whoa.
where I was like, video games were a mistake.
There's a poll.
This is from the Final Fantasy 15 account, and it says, "Nothing is true, everything is permitted. Get the dream egg from the Moogle Chocobo Carnival to unlock the Master Assassin's robes for Noctis."
That's a good sign.
I
Oh,
did
was
that.
crossover.
Why did they
thing. God
quote
I did that.
Assassin's Creed?
Because they had a crossover.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
They
I
were
Sign off.
huge with that.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
No,
That was
not
good.
so much.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now that they divested of that.
Dtenchi, do you? I mean, I don't know. Do you
Sign-
have
sign
one?
off?
Do you have a trademark?
You have a sign off for all of
Now's
us.
your
Who's
chance.
to your
Yeah.
left?
Give us each
There
a
you
sign
go.
off.
Trademark sign off. I usually just exit the room quietly.
That's a trademark.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
I like
Hey,
that.
that's my move. Dtenchi, we have a lot in
That's a
common.
good one, yeah. I like that.
So now, to
Oh yeah,
change
Don.
it up, you have to
about your
leave while
upcoming
screaming.
trial. Instead of
Yeah.
you like building a case for yourself, maybe try taking down Blood and see if you could shave some points off of
Oh.
him.
Take him down. How you mean, like?
Just your evidence.
Oh, evidence. Why?
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you were gonna
What do
do.
you think, Dtenchi? Should I drop this case? This morning I'm driving in and I said, you know what? I think I'm just going to be the jester. What do you think? I'll let you decide right
Don,
now.
I
Should I
will
drop
say
the
this,
case?
The gesture
No, I
is
think
gonna
you
be
got to
fun.
go down swinging. I think you've got.
But it's up to you.
Dtenchi wants me to go down swinging.
It's
All
up to
right,
you,
I'm going to
Don.
think about it
We're gonna
first.
drag this case out like
Yeah.
as long as a real life case.
I'm gonna think
Something
about it.
tells me
years.
that we'll get both, Don.
What?
We'll get the trial. You'll lose, and you'll be the jester.
Absolutely. If we're going to trial, I'm
How
winning.
many appeals do you think you get done? As part of the appeals process.
Look, I'm not going to need to appeal. I'm going to win right out
It's
of the
gonna take
gate.
longer than an Activision Blizzard.
Yeah, Don's gonna give us updates in the
Can I get the
podcast.
FCC involved in this somehow? I don't know. Dtenchi, do you know anyone?
Damiani's Jester? That would be pretty sick, actually.
Not
Well,
that I
look,
know.
I'm going to have to go. I've already started researching magic shops. They don't exist like they used to exist, Damiani. It's a lot of work either way.
Well, my
Dom-
definition of
it's a-
jester is different, though.
It's up
There's
to
a magic shop up by
You're at
me.
Damiani's will, I guess, but I don't know. I didn't even think of magic tricks. That's good,
Researching.
What the heck else is a jester? I mean, can
What
you
else?
imagine trying to entertain Damiani
Hey,
for
what
a
if
few
my
minutes?
what if
Not
my
even-
thing is like you need to juggle Raising Cane's chicken strips?
Oh! You know, I like that.
though. Privilege.
You know what? Maybe me and Damiani can brainstorm before.
Maybe,
That's a great idea.
Press some axe or something.
Yeah.
We can practice. I can flip them to you can catch them.
I know the perfect thing now.
Yeah.
Yep,
Damiani,
I'm doing it. I got it.
Sorted out so I can buy the props already for
Don,
everybody.
I'm teasing it now for everyone.
you
You're
buy
going
my
to
magic
demonstrate flipping the pizza for all of us.
Dang it, I've said multiple times.
no!
I've said
Yes,
multiple
that's
times.
good content.
You're doing it.
So What did I just ask though? Oh, magic tricks.
Yeah.
Will you buy these if I come up with
The
a list
magic
of?
tricks?
Yeah, you
Well,
said
it
you're
depends
gonna.
how expensive stuff is.
You
They're
need some
not cheap.
jokes too.
Flipping a
Not cheap, some
pizza,
jokes.
Don.
Yeah, I
I'm
gotta
not
look up
spending
some
hundreds
jokes.
of dollars.
I gotta look up some jokes. The good ones. You want me to be a good jester? I mean,
Maybe one. We'll
okay,
see.
might be one good trick.
Maybe one. We'll see.
All right. Thanks, dtenchi. Anything
Thank you,
else before
dtenchi.
we cut you
No,
loose?
that was it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank
you so
for calling
much.
in, dude.
Thanks for calling in. We got Jesse Blue on the horn here.
Jesse,
on deck. You're next,
Jesse Blue. Jesse.
Hop in there.
I'm
Jesse
gonna get you
Blue.
several pizzas, Don. You have to successfully
I've said
flip
multiple
one.
times, Donnie. I'm not a
that's
trained
YouTube
chef.
managing
I'm
that.
not
I'm
a
not
trained
managing
chef.
that.
I've said it multiple
I'm
times.
providing costumes and maybe
No
a
one
magic
flips
trick.
pizzas, Don. So you'll have
Except
you'll
and
have
if it doesn't-
homemade pizza from a restaurant.
Don, if it doesn't
Yes, no one
work,
flips frozen pizzas.
I will be very displeased.
Yes, no one in Domino's flips pizzas. You go to a restaurant with a tablecloth where you're paying more than $20 for the pizza, I guarantee it's getting flipped. Go ask the chef.
God damn it! They can't flip the toppings
Please.
onto the
Understand
pizza
how melting?
oven.
Do you know how melting?
They will. Yes, I
melting
know
and
what I mean.
congealing
I
items
know what I mean.
congeal when they melt.
Everyone listening, please
Dtenchi.
do ask a chef about it. Please do.
Go into the
Ew.
kitchen. I've seen it.
What a coincidence! I have
This wasn't
culinary
solicited.
training.
This wasn't
Oh my
solicited.
God, Jesse Blue.
Can you settle this for us? Am I right?
I've been trying
mean-
to settle this for years.
Can you please talk some sense into everyone here?
Talk some sense into
I
Don.
feel that Don, in the
Have you been to
goodness of
Spago?
his heart, was lied 2 years ago, and because he's such
No,
a
it's something
trusting
I've seen.
soul,
It's something
he
I've
did
seen.
not realize that his friend was messing with him.
Let me tell you.
Because
Yeah.
I've worked
Yes.
in at least 8 different pizza places in my adult life.
Now, are we
starting
talking
all the way
delivery
back when I was
joints or?
17, cooking pizzas, watching them be cooked by other people, from
Okay.
hometown pizza places to Six Flags to
Six Flags. Okay.
like other restaurants that have
Spa- yeah.
linen napkins and tablecloths.
Oh, okay.
And
All right. All right.
you would never rotate a pizza. If you turn a pizza
not
more than
rotate.
10 degrees on an angle, the toppings are going to roll off. You cannot cook the cheese. I've had people actually flip pizzas over in the oven trying to get them out, and it's just
Okay.
a big mess. And
Yeah.
it burns to the pizza stone in the bottom of the oven, and it's such a pain to scrape off.
So what
it
the heck
really
am I
can't.
witnessing? What am I witnessing in the world? Because I'll tell you, it wasn't only as a young, person growing up that I saw my friend do this before my very eyes, unsolicited. I didn't say, "Hey, show me some pizza trick." I just was sitting there waiting for him to cook us our pizza, and I happened to notice he's flipping it while he's cooking it. I'm like, dang, this guy, he's gotten really good because he's been working at this pizza place for a while. And that, by the way, when he first started doing that wasn't Spago. However, in the time after the debate, I received an ocean of videos on Twitter. People are sending me videos, all these pizza chefs on the East Coast, everyone's flipping pizzas.
Well, let me remind you, Don, that your words
So that's
were,
it.
every pizza you've ever had has been made that way.
Did I say that?
I
yes,
can
you
say
said
that I've made
Did I say
hundreds
that?
of pizzas in my life, and I have never flipped one. And I'm sure that Isla and Damiani
Yeah.
and Brad have never
And
eaten
dear-
pizzas that were flipped over.
Dear precious Mo in chat used to work at a pizza place,
I worked at a
and they
pizza
never
place.
flipped it once. They said no pizza in
The
history
whole
has ever
world's
been
going
flipped.
crazy. I mean, it's a
Well,
sign of
I
our times. The
can't say
whole
no
world's
pizza
going
in
crazy.
history has ever been flipped. I could see someone doing it as a trick, someone who's used to doing it, but not taking a pizza and putting your palate under the crust and turning it over like a burger onto the cheese and topping side
No,
and
yeah.
cooking the other side that way. A full rotation, maybe
full rotation.
in the
Yes.
after. Okay, so maybe after
During the process of
pizza
cooking.
is done cooking, someone would flip it in a full rotation just as a gimmick to say, see, I'm talented, I can do this.
Look,
But
toppings.
not
Am I
the
wrong to say?
standard process of cooking every pizza you've ever had with air quotes.
Well, I don't know that I said that, but now
You
you're
did.
cooking a
We
supreme
have-
pizza.
We have
a lot of
the evidence because
There's
you,
different
you said
evidence.
it on air. and
There's
the video
different.
is in
There's different definitions of evidence.
Easy Allies clip.
Look,
Different definitions.
look.
of evidence.
You're making a supreme pizza. You made a couple hundred of these in your life, I imagine. Yes.
Yes. Supreme
Okay, so
pizzas
now, am
have
I wrong
green
to say
peppers
that
and onions and mushrooms and sausage?
There's stages, right? Yeah. So there's stages, right? Like you put on certain toppings, then you add some of the other toppings, and it's getting cooked. You're putting some more toppings on. You're cooking it more. This is what I'm talking about.
If
And so
you're
he's throwing
cooking a
some
thin
onions
crust
on. He pulls it out.
pizza,
He's flipping
You do
it.
not add things afterwards. If you're cooking
You're not
a thin
adding-
crust pizza, you do
What
not
about
add things after.
A standard crust,
The
though.
only time I've ever seen a pizza that has been taken out of the oven, had more added to it, and then put back in.
This is what I'm talking about.
It was an ultra deep dish, and this pizza was literally 3 inches thick, and they
So
had
maybe
to put
this is the
sausage
answer.
in the bottom layer and partially cook the sausage on the bottom layer. Otherwise, you're eating raw sausage. when
Okay,
you
so
take-
thank you.
then-
Thank you.
Pizza.
That's
Now
not
she
flipping
just
a
stood
pizza.
it up. I think
More
it's crystal
toppings
clear
in
what
She
it,
did not say
and
flip. She
those
just said
are
you took it
toppings
out
that
and put
are
it back
either
in.
vegetables
Don,
or already
listen.
cooked.
Don,
Let
But
her
it's
finish.
never flipped over. It's never
During the
flipped
process,
over.
it's flipped. Yeah. So what she's saying
No,
is you
she said
cut-
it's never
during the
flipped.
process.
Never
You
That
put
it
No,
is
Don.
taken out
on a deep
flat
dish.
on the pallet, and more toppings are added to the top, but it is put back in. It is not flipped over. It is only pulled out,
Flipped and then put
more
back in.
Don,
No,
no.
never flipped. Never flipped.
Don. The only thing that
Never
was,
flipped.
you were flipping was like a stromboli or a calzone. You weren't
Okay,
flipping a
so
pizza.
my question is,
Yeah, please, Jesse.
the game that you played as a kid, your favorite board game to play as a kid?
Oh, that's a
Mine
great
was
question.
Twister. When I was
Oh.
a kid, I liked playing Twister. I had 4 siblings, so that limited the amount of spots that you had available to put your hand or foot on. And I even still have a Twister board to this day that I use with my daughter. And
Oh, sick.
my second favorite was Life, the game of Life. I liked it way more than Monopoly because Monopoly takes too long and it gets real heated when people won't trade properties, and my sister liked Monopoly the best, and it made it difficult to pick a game to play. But we took turns, so everybody got a chance to play their favorite game. So what is the game that you like to play the best?
All right. It was called Pizza Party.
Oh
It
god.
was that game. No, it's legit.
No one can see
Okay.
You
that.
used to
I was
put
trying
like
to get out of the
He's rubbing
pizza
salt.
topic. Come on.
Damian is rubbing
We
salt
play-
in the
This
wound.
is like one of my favorite games, though.
Okay.
Okay,
Go
make
ahead.
fun of me
I
then.
have
Fine.
actually kind
No,
of,
go ahead.
I think I've heard
Yeah,
this
like
game.
dude, this was like in the '90s. Huber's not here
Yeah.
to back me up. '90s everything.
Show it again,
Look
show
at
it
that, Dawn. Legit game.
looks
You were
yummy.
trying to get all your toppings, and they were.
Show camera?
I don't think they're gonna be able to see
It looks
that.
yummy.
I'm on your clothes.
It looks yummy. It looks like a pepperoni pizza. The game
Yeah.
board.
Yeah.
And it's like on a little pallet thing.
Yeah,
You
they
have
were
it
all
on
like.
your pallet, and there's the crust, and you have to put the toppings on it and try not to let them fall off. Is that what?
Mm-hmm. And when I lost, I flipped it over. 'cause I got hungry. There you go, Dawn.
Flip the table.
We're out and it keeps reeling us back in.
Yeah.
I played a lot. We're a big board game family. I like as a
Right.
little kid. I really liked. What?
I said I've heard you talk about board games a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. As a little kid, we liked Candyland and Chutes and Ladders a
Dude,
lot.
Candyland was mine as a kid.
Oh hell yeah! Then as a slightly older kid, I liked Mousetrap a lot.
Oh, no.
Clue, Guess Who. Friends had Kerplunk. I always thought that was a silly game, but yeah, all those kind of stuff. And then as an older kid, Scrabble. And then my family plays a lot of Hearts, but that's a card game, so whatever.
We played Rummy. My dad's mother stayed with us for a while, and she brought like 40 decks of cards with her when they moved all of her stuff out of her house. She had like 20 unopened decks of cards, and then 10 that she used all the time, and then another 10 that had been opened but they were still pretty new. And we played Rummy and Hearts with her and with my dad, and we played Uno. That's like non-board game. That's my favorite game.
Hell yeah. We, my mom's side of the family played a game called Spite and Malice a lot, which is sort of like Rummy kind of. But anytime she would do something, because you like take cards or like do stuff to like get like punish the other players or whatever.
Right.
My mom would always go, "Well, it ain't called Sweetness and Light. It's called Spite and Malice." Yeah.
That's funny because your mom was a religious person, and it just seems
she was
funny
very nice
for
anyway.
a religious, nice person to be doing something spiteful and malicious as a game.
Yeah.
What do you classify Hungry Hungry Hippos and Crossfire as?
Those are board games.
Those are technically ball games, just
They're gimmicks.
kid games.
All right, Hungry Hungry Hippos is a good one.
Yeah, that was fun.
But you always
Yeah.
lost all the things, the balls.
Yeah.
Oh,
As a
the
kid,
marbles?
they vanished within a week.
My friend Beater had Crossfire. We played that over at his house. I was at a high school reunion, my 20-year high school reunion the other day.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because everyone still called him Beater. And I was like, "Oh, you poor bastard."
That's funny. As a kid, it was definitely Candyland. Simple, straight to the point,
Nice.
easy, and sorry was fun.
Oh,
But
yeah.
when I got older, it was specifically Lord of the Rings Risk.
Oh, dude!
yeah.
What the hell, Brad?
Yeah.
I love that game.
It's
I
a
played that
classic,
so
dog.
much. There's actually a couple different versions.
Of Risk, there's
There's
so
the
Risk?
trilogy. No, of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, Lord
there's
of
the
the Rings,
trilogy
yeah. Oh,
edition, and
okay.
then there's the regular edition.
Okay.
Dude, I used to play that so
Yeah.
much.
So
We
they're
gotta
extended
play.
editions?
I love that game. There weren't the extended editions, but there's
We
the
had
trilogy
that. We had that, and we. I remember sitting on the floor. We put like blankets on the floor, and we put the whole. We would watch the Lord of the Rings extended edition while playing Lord of the Rings Risk.
Oh, I
It was
love that
great.
game. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead, finish.
No, that's it.
That was it? The Lord of the
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't play a
love
lot
that
of board
game.
games, but those, yeah.
Brad versus Don Risk stream.
We
that was
played
fun.
so many board games. I love
I
board
wanna-
games. It's
oh
one of my
my
That's
favorite
such a
things
long
growing up.
game.
Yeah,
I
board
want
games.
to play. I want to play diplomacy with all 7 of these bastards.
That one's intense.
Because it would tear us apart. And
Yeah.
it would take all day, but it would be a hilarious stream.
I used to play a ton
Have
of
you
board
ever
games
heard
growing
of-
up.
Okay. I was
Oh,
just
yeah,
going to
so
ask,
what-
have you ever
go
heard
ahead,
of the game called Pit? It was like a,
Yeah,
trading
Love that.
game. My husband and his brother used to play it with their brother when they were kids, and it just was one of those where it would end in a big shouting match. And and I think my brother-in-law actually hid the pieces for that game because he just couldn't stand being yelled at all the time.
Pit is fun, though. I like that one. A lot of
I heard
yelling.
That one. Yeah, we used to play tons of stuff. I just looked it up the other day because I was trying to remember what was this game I used to play that had the VHS tape. It was called Dragon Strike. Did you guys ever play it?
I think there's a lot of
Did you
board
ever see
games like that, I
Dragon
remember,
Strike.
yeah.
It was like Hero Quest or
Cool.
something, but it was like a VHS that you'd watch interactive. And there's a game Feudal that was super cool that no one ever heard of. It sort of had like chess type moves, but it's a much bigger board, and they're like mountains and different things that obstacles on the course. That was super fun. But my favorite thing to do was to make hybrid games, and I'd make I'd like connect multiple board games together and like add rule sets, So we'd put like multiple Monopoly boards side by side, and then you could connect at certain junctures. And I'd come up with like pages and pages of extra rules. You could buy like weapons and all kinds of stuff to like decimate properties and stuff like this. At one point, I remember it got to the point where my friend just walked out of it. How he said, "Forget about it. I can't deal with this anymore," because it was like Monopoly
you
was
like
already
altering the
it was already
reality
a long
and making
game.
it your
Yeah, and not just that, but it made it so long. It made it like,
Oh, I imagine.
played
Dude,
Dragon Strike.
The Dragon Strike characters are so funny.
Oh,
I'm
this
showing them on
era,
the
this
screen
era,
right now.
the CG on this VHS is just unforgettable. If you
That's
see,
clearly FMV, dog.
no, but I mean, they do FMB mixed with all CG backgrounds.
This guy.
You don't see them in these shots, but oh gosh, yeah, there's the board. So it looked a little like Hero Quest. It was a sick game.
Yeah, this seems sick.
And Hero Quest was sick as hell too. But this one, it popped into my head because I was trying to remember what was that dang game. And there we are.
Here we are.
Yeah, that was a good one. Dragon Strike,
that was
there it
true.
is. See, there you see on the little thumbnail images like the CG stuff. It was too cool.
Love it.
Cool.
Well, thank you so much for answering my questions. I appreciate it.
Thank you for clearing up the
I've
thing
been-
on the
I've
deep
been
dish and
missing
everything.
every single month lately. I've just been having stuff going on, but I wanted to get in today. Even though I'm starting to get a headache, but you guys have made it feel a little better, so.
I do that to people.
Thanks, Don.
Hey, Jess, now that this is the first time I ever got to, I can ask you and answer honestly. Have you ever heard me sing that Jesse Blues jingle? Because if you don't, if that
Yes,
bugs
I
you, I'll
love
stop
it.
singing.
It makes my
Okay.
heart jump every time. It
Oh,
makes me
good.
feel so
I'm gonna keep
good.
doing it because I said I wonder if this annoys Jesse, but if it doesn't, then
No,
I'll
I
do it.
love it.
All right.
I really do. Like
I do
it's like
too.
getting a hug from a kindergartner. It really is.
Nice. I was sending a hug your way
Don,
every
you
time.
understand that
Very
feeling.
specific.
From a kindergarten.
Don, being
Thank
a
you for
kindergartner,
calling
yes.
in. That was 6, and thank you for clearing up the deep dish thing.
Don
now I'm
is
gonna
a
be
lot like
all
a
these
kindergartner.
allies are gonna be eating crow for the rest of the
Here we
week.
go.
now.
Don, you chose not to hear her. She said never flipped.
Okay.
Never
All right, thanks,
flipped.
Jesse Blue.
Thanks. Bye.
Quote the Ravens.
Jesse,
Never
bye.
flipped.
Thanks, Jesse.
Gab, do we have any more?
Everyone
We're
else
done.
hung up. Everyone else hung up.
Everyone else hung up.
Yeah, there's like no more Don.
Jesse,
no more
Jesse,
pizza.
Jesse Blue.
Thank you for Hot Mics. That was our call-in show. If you want to take part in any of these things, be a patron, $10 and up, Q&A, or Hot Mics call-in show. What is causing this yellowish light? Okay. Yeah, so don't go anywhere. Same bat time, same bat channel tonight. Group stream. We're playing Remnant 2,
Yep.
if I'm not mistaken. The AC is doing well. It is getting cooler as we sprock. Yeah, but so come back here in about an hour and a half. And we will be here for Groupie Streamy with Remnant 2. Are we? We'll figure it out. Okay. Okay, bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.